I'm going to show you the easy way to cheese the Radahn boss fight in Elden Ring. This boss is actually unbelievably easy to beat if you do one simple trick. So all you're going to need in order to do this is a few levels and a dragon heart. I would recommend just killing this guy behind me. Apparently he's part of a side quest, but you can only just New Game Plus and you'll come back. So there's Fort Ferrith way out in Caelid. You go to here, you go to this dragon with a bleed weapon, and you should be able to kill him in like 5 minutes, even though he has 100,000 HP. It'll kill all the dragons around him, and it'll give you 5 dragon hearts, and it'll give you 100,000 runes or 70,000. Then you're going to go down to the Cathedral of the Dragon Communion to get a certain spell. Also, before that, though, you're going to need to be able to do an incantation. So we're going to go down to the Knights of the Round Table, or Table of Lost Grace. All you have to do to get here is just go run somewhere in Caelid and go to a grace and sit down. And Melina, or whatever her name is, she'll offer to take you here. So then you're going to go here, and once you're here, you're going to go in this left door. And over here will be, it's not going to look like mine. I'm endgame, so it's going to look all crazy, but yours is going to look a little different. But still, you go to these people, and they will sell you the finger seal, which I've already bought on this. So this will let you do incantations. So you need a quick incantation weapon, then you can do that. The next thing you're going to need to do is go to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Also, in order to get Radahn, if you don't know, there's a boss fight apparently you can skip if you go to Fort Height West and get the Dectus medallion piece there, and go to Fort Ferrith and get the other medallion piece there, then apparently you can skip the first boss fight and go straight to Radahn. But if you're watching this video, you're probably just looking to fight Radahn. Also, as for those levels, you're going to need 15 Faith and 12 Arcane in order to use the incantation I'm going to show you. Now that you have enough Faith and a Dragon Heart, you're going to go to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion down here. It's in Caelid. And at this place, there will be this altar. It'll examine the altar, and it'll give you an option for Ritual of Dragon Communion. If it does not give you this option, back out, fast travel away, and fast travel back, and that often will fix it. Now, in here, there's a certain spell called Rotten Breath. You'll need 15 Faith and 12 Arcane in order to use it. But once you have that, you can go ahead and buy it even if you don't have it. Once you have that, you can use Rotten Breath, which, for what we're trying to do today, is totally ridiculously overpowered. Now, if you're trying to go to Radahn early, you're going to go to the Impassable Great Bridge in Caelid, and you may notice these sending gates are not active. I'm not exactly sure if you need the Dectus medallion to do it, or if they're just not active at a certain point in the game. If they're not active, there's a secret way in. I'm going to show you. So we're going to go up the hill entirely. Okay, so once you get all the way up the hill, there's this giant. If you go fast, you can just run right past him and go over here. And now we're going to hug this rock wall, and there is a secret way to get into the castle. So you just run past the gargoyles. If you just run, they won't aggro in time. You'll be totally fine. You can jump up right here. Jump up right here. Just go fast, and there's no danger. Jump over that gap so you don't fall to your death. And then right here, you're going to jump off and climb up this ladder. This is the back way in. Now, I was told by someone who was having trouble with all this that you need the Dectus medallion in order to skip a boss fight on the way to Radahn. And if you want that medallion, one of the pieces, let me see if there's any enemies up here. One of the pieces is in Fort Ferrith, the place where we were at by the dragon. And then the other one, I can't show you on this map, but it's Fort Halligtree by the coast over here somewhere in Limgrave, which I could show you somewhere in this video maybe. We'll see. Just depends. So once you get into here, you're going to head over this way. Pop a flask if you need to, because we're going to have to jump off a ledge. So we're going to go over here, jump on the sandbags, and then jump over this wall, and that will skip us into the fort. Otherwise, there's one other way to get in here, but I don't think they mean for us to get in right now. And then you got to get here without dying. Now, if you're 10 vigor with no armor, it could be a little sketchy like that. So I just wanted to skip that boss fight. If you guys want to, you can do it, or you can just apparently get the Dectus medallion, one piece in Fort Ferrith, one piece in Fort Height West. Skip it. There'll be a guy at the top once you go through who wants to begin the festival. Tell him you'll begin it. And then you'll go up through the castle behind him. After that, the door will be open, and you'll find the lift. The lift will take you down here. Take you to this. That's how you get to the boss fight. Most of you aren't looking this up, though, because of that. Most of you already know how to get to the boss fight and can't beat it. So make sure you have a faith weapon equipped so you can cast incantations. Make sure you have the dragon rot spell memorized and ready to cast. Stay on your feet and don't get on your horse at first. All we need to do in order to cheese this boss fight and pretty much win no matter what is get these summons up and wait for them to get over to him. That's all we need to do. So we're going to summon these 3 right here, and we're just going to keep dodging arrows and then grabbing more summons. Now, it could take you a few tries in case, like, you know, you get hit by an arrow or his arrow rain, which you should do right now. Yeah, the arrow rain, if he does the arrow rain early, just run away. We don't even need to get close yet. We just need to stay away and get the summons up. Once the summons get into melee combat with him, he will stop shooting at us, and then we can just focus on what we need to do. So one more arrow fire, I see a dodge, and then he's in melee combat. So from here, we've basically won the fight depending on how this goes. Make sure you have your Faith Weapon in your right hand, you have Rotten Breath equipped, is ready to go. So what we're going to do here is, while he's totally distracted, there's a chance he'll turn and kill us. There is a chance that'll happen. But if it doesn't, we can just right bumper for Xbox. I don't know what your buttons are, but breathe rot on him until we're out of FP. He's very vulnerable to rot. He already has rot on him now. I'm going to drink another flask because we're going to need one more rot breath at some point. But now that he has rot, we're done. We're done with stage 1. That's all you got to do. Stage 1 is done. So now what I would recommend doing is running away. If you run far enough away, after he's done killing the summons, he won't do anything. He'll just... you can go out of render range, actually. You can just go out of render range, and he will disappear, but still be taking damage. And then you just wait. And you're going to wait until the rot wears off, which will take him below half health, well below stage 2. So you can just go back here to this pillar and just chill. And then wait for the rot to run its course. And once the rot runs its course, we're going to run back in. And what happens when we run back in is he'll do his meteor attack. And I'm going to show you how to dodge it. It's very easy on a horse. And then after that, our goal is to just get some more summons up and repeat this process. So let's check this out. I'm going to skip ahead real fast. Okay, so the rot has worn off. So now what happens when we come back in is it'll immediately initiate stage 2 with him doing the meteor attack. There he goes. Okay, so now all you got to do is just run as fast as you can towards the summons and keep your eye on the skies, looking for the meteor. And when you see the meteor, you just need to run sideways of it. If you run to the side of it, then he'll just miss. Now, the other scary part of the fight, he can throw summoned boulders at you. Not the big ones, but he can throw little ones at you. And if he does, you need to jump off your horse and dodge them, and hope that you don't whiff the dodge. Oh, other than that, you just keep running and get these summons. And then once you get the summons, you just gotta wait for him to hard engage the summons, and then he'll be focused on them. You want to keep some distance. Don't want him to aggro to you, and you want to get ready with your rot breath, and just wait for the right opening. Just be really patient and hope for the best here, and it's possible to die like this. You want to run? I don't know, he decided to aggro to me. And just run and hope for the best is really all you can do. So I didn't get him with the rot, and I was foolish, and I only brought 1 flask. So I'm going to have to redo. When you do this, you want to bring at least 2 flasks. But I was greedy, and I only brought 1, which was a mistake when I only have 10 mines. So I have to do this again. Another thing that you can do is you can just stay out in the field and keep summoning new ones as they die, just for the heck of it. The catch to this, though, is that when he does the meteor and you're out here, he can literally come from any direction, which makes dodging much, much harder. If you don't see it in time, you're just done. So really all you can do is spin the camera and hope that you see the meteor in time. I didn't even see it. I got lucky. Okay. So now all the summons are on him still. And I can go ahead and summon a few more just to make this a little bit easier on me. It's really just, it's basically an RNG thing. You want the summons to hold aggro while you breathe your rot breath on him. You're just going to watch and wait for an attack that looks like he's going to sit still for just a moment. And then you're going to breathe rot on him for a full bar of FP and hope that he doesn't kill you. He has the rot on him now. So now all I have to do is just run away. I want to get far enough away to where I can't hit by his boulders and where he won't be able to reach me before he dies if he kills the summons. I think you could just run probably out of render range and I think he would still die. But I'm just going to go run over to this beach instead and just chill. And you could just run around and keep summoning things too. But the fight's over. That's it. You're done. Just don't screw up at this point. Just stay away until he dies to the rot and you just win. And that's the easy way to cheese Radahn. It's already over. The fight's literally just over now. So, and if you keep running around summoning stuff, then he'll never even come for you too. That's another way. Or again, you could just run out of render range, and then you're done. So he should be going down anytime now. Rot does about half his HP almost. So that combined with the summons should be enough to no matter what take him out. I'm being greedy coming back in. So I think he just fired meteors at me, but that's another reason to keep some kind of wall between you and him, in this case ground. And there you go. He's done. He died to the rot. So I got Radahn's Great Rune and Remembrance of the Starscourge. So that is the Radahn fight, and that's the easy way to cheese it. And this is the cutscene that plays after, but I'm going to skip that. No spoilers for you. Okay, so that's how to cheese Radahn. You just need that rot breath, and then everything's easy. You know, it could take you a few tries still, depending on your ability to dodge the purple arrows, or maybe you go to breathe on him and he just immediately turns towards you and runs at you and smacks you. It's possible, but as you can see from this, it's inevitable that you will win if you have this combo. You just rot him and you win. That's it. So if you needed to beat Radahn, you couldn't beat him, and you were looking for a way to just cheese the fight, that is the easy way to cheese the Radahn boss fight in Elden Ring.